Have you ever wondered why some luxury watches command astronomical premiums while others struggled to maintain their retail value? The answer reveals fascinating patterns in how the watch market assigns value, patterns that often defy conventional wisdom. Welcome back. My channel provides independent market analysis. I'm not a watch dealer. I don't do paid posts or sponsorships, and I buy my data from watch charts to bring you the latest numbers. Now, let's dig into what we're seeing in the market data, starting with two remarkable cases that challenge everything we think we know about luxury watch pricing. The Patek Philippe Nautilus travel time currently trades at a staggering $103,000 above its retail price. Yet, in a puzzling contrast, the Patek Philippe perpetual calendar, a masterpiece of horological complexity, trades at a $44,000 discount. What makes this premium puzzle particularly intriguing is that we're seeing these dramatic variations even within similar price segments. Our market analysis reveals that the strongest premiums consistently appear in the $20,000 to $70,000 retail range, with sports models outperforming across all price segments. Perhaps most counterintuitive is what we're seeing with complicated watches. Despite representing the pinnacle of watchmaking craftsmanship, these horological masterpieces often experience the largest discounts in the secondary market. This suggests that traditional markers of value, like technical complexity and craftsmanship, may not be the primary drivers of market premiums. The scatter plot reveals another fascinating dimension. While the Nautilus line shows strong performance across price points, complicated watches cluster predominantly in the higher price segments, where they show more volatile premium discount patterns. As we continue our analysis in upcoming segments, we'll explore the market forces behind these patterns and examine how different watch categories perform across various price ranges. But first, let's consider what makes sports models such consistent premium performers, and why might the technical complexity not translate directly into market value. Building on our earlier discussion of the premium puzzle, we've uncovered a fascinating pattern that might explain why sports models consistently command higher premiums. Let's dive into what I call the dive watch theory. See what I did there? Remember those sports models we mentioned that outperform across price segments? We're seeing a remarkable strong correlation between water resistance ratings and market premiums. The data reveals a clear trend. The deeper a watch can go, the higher its market premium tends to be. Looking at the numbers, watches with 120 meters of water resistance show the strongest performance, commanding an average premium of $40,000 above retail. The Aquanaut chronograph 5968A leads this category with an impressive $59,000 premium, while the Nautilus 59901A follows with a $40,000 premium. Moving down to the 100-meter water resistance category, we still see healthy premiums averaging around $25,000. The Aquanaut 5167 exemplifies this tier's performance, trading at a $25,109 premium. But here's where it gets interesting. When we look at watches with just 30 meters water resistant, we see a complete reversal. These models trade at an average discount of $20,000 below retail. What makes this particular noteworthy is that this category includes many of the most complicated timepieces, the very watches that represent the pinnacle of horological craftsmanship. The scatter plot reveals an almost linear relationship between water resistance and market premium, with a clear upward trend from 30 meters to 120 meters. This correlation holds true across different model lines and price points. This pattern raises an intriguing question for our next segment. Are buyers primarily valuing everyday wearability over horological complexity? Or is this trend more about the broader cultural shift toward casual luxury? And what might this tell us about future market trends? Following directly from our insight about water resistance and market performance, a fascinating story about modern luxury preferences is emerging. The raw numbers tell us something remarkable. Sports models aren't only performing well, they're dominating the market with average premiums of $46,000. Meanwhile, even the most technically impressive, complicated watches are struggling to maintain their retail values. The real story here isn't about diving capabilities or technical specifications. What we're seeing in the market data points to a fundamental shift in how collectors and buyers view luxury timepieces. Take the case of steel models, which are commanding average premiums of $35,000, while their precious metal counterparts often trade at $25,000 below retail. It's not a temporary trend. It's a clear signal about changing preferences in the luxury watch market. Size and price points are painting an equally clear picture. The market sweet spot sits squarely in the 38 to 42 millimeter range, with watches priced between $20,000 and $70,000 showing the strongest percentage premiums. When we venture above $100,000, we start seeing significant discounts, with one notable exception: rare sports models that maintain their premium status. Let's consider what's driving these patterns. The Aquanaut 5968A, impressive $59,000 premium, and the Nautilus 59901A's $41,000 premium aren't accidents. These pieces embody what today's collectors value most: versatility in daily wear, contemporary styling that works in multiple settings, and robust construction that stands up to active lifestyles. This shift helps explain one of the most counterintuitive aspects of the current market: why technically complex masterpieces often struggle to maintain their value. The modern luxury watch buyer appears to be prioritizing practical versatility over horological complexity. They're looking for timepieces that can seamlessly transition from business meetings to weekend activities, rather than specimens of pure watchmaking artistry that might spend most of their time in a safe. We might want to consider whether this represents a permanent shift in the luxury watch market. Are we witnessing the twilight of the traditional dress watch, or is this simply another cycle in the ever-evolving world of horological preferences? Drawing together all our analysis, we're seeing a definitive transformation in how the luxury watch market assigns value. The contrast is very clear. Traditional hallmarks of luxury watchmaking are being outperformed by modern practical qualities in today's market. The numbers tell a compelling story. Watches focused on daily wearability are commanding average premiums of $45,000, while pieces showcasing horological complexity are trading at $40,000 below retail. Consider the stark contrast between Nautilus Aquanaut sports models, which consistently achieve $40,000 to $100,000 premiums, and perpetual calendar models facing $40,000 to $50,000 discounts. This market shift reflects a fundamental evolution in luxury watch collecting. The traditional focus on horological complexity, precious materials, and formal design is giving way to a new value system centered on versatile design, practical durability, and daily wearability. We're seeing a market that prizes watches that can be worn and enjoyed rather than stored and admired. The highest premiums aren't going to the most expensive or technically complex pieces, but rather to those that best balance luxury with practicality. Steel sports models, with their versatile styling and robust construction, have become the new exemplars of luxury watchmaking. Looking ahead, this shift suggests a broader evolution in how we think about luxury timepieces. For collectors and enthusiasts, this might mean reconsidering traditional investment approaches and understanding that true value increasingly lies in versatility rather than complexity alone. The future of luxury watchmaking lies not in creating ever more complex timepieces, but in crafting watches that can be worn, enjoyed, and appreciated in the context of contemporary life. See you in the next video.